Welcome back to the Teen Titans right here at Comicstorian. This is where we take some of your favorite comic books, video games, movies, we break down the plots into a synopsis, or we fill you in on stuff you need to know so that you can go out and be the comic book expert that you want to be. Today we're going to be giving you the plot to Teen Titans issues 35 and 36. Now to catch you up real quick, Robin eventually went out and made a brand new team, which involves some old favorites such as Red Arrow and Kid Flash, but it also had some new individuals such as Crush, the daughter of Lobo, Jin, an actual genie, and Roundhouse, a social media star that can blow up and expand himself. Over the course of about 30-something issues, we discovered that Robin had a secret prison that he was putting the villains into, which the team found out about, so that they all started not trusting him that much, and then it turns out that there was actually a traitor amongst their midst, and we discovered last issue on our cliffhanger that it was actually Roundhouse, who had stolen the ring of Jin, forcing her to do his bidding. All of those stories will be linked down below, including our very last episode to show you who the traitor was. But today, let's get right into Teen Titans issues 35 and 36. Rain pours down on Mercy Hall as Damian sits at his computer compiling data on his team. He stares at the screen when there's a knock at the door and he quickly puts his mask on. Opening it, Jin floats there asking him if they can talk for a moment. She says that she has been thinking about what happened, about them, how she knows that he would never intend on hurting her. And after thinking about his secret prison, she now knows that he only wished to make things better. It was for the greater good. She has come here tonight to tell him that she loves him. Jin then takes Damian by the hand and tells him to close his eyes, and he does. And she uses her powers to knock him out. Later, as the lights come back on in Damian's prison, Red Arrow, Kid Flash, Crush, and Damian all sit in chains, with Roundhouse wielding Jin's ring, telling them, "Alright, so we need to talk." Kid Flash says, "The last thing that I remember was that you stole Jin's ring so that you could take down the Teen Titans." And Roundhouse tells him, "Yeah, sorry, I really didn't want to do it this way, but I couldn't risk another backfire like at the prison." Red Arrow shifts in her chains, asking, "You're the one who released everyone from the secret prison?" And Roundhouse tells her, "Yeah, I know, my bad. Everything went down differently when I pictured it all in my head." Kid Flash yells, asking, "So you're working for our arch nemesis, the Other?" And Roundhouse scoffs, "Psst, that guy's a murderer. Come on, buddy, have some faith." Crush shouts at him, "You want us to have faith? Jin trusted you, and now you're using her against us." Roundhouse tells her, "I know, trust me, I know. But I'm doing this to save you all, to save us from Robin. Growing up, my sister Claire was everything to me. She was my best friend. We were inseparable. That wasn't until a year ago. We were all on our way to the opening of a new clothing store and passed through an alleyway when the warehouse next to us exploded. I was splashed with some chemical and Claire was trapped under the rocks as the building fell. I tried to run to her, but my body turned into this goop. And Claire died asking where was I. I didn't know how this could have happened. And then I saw it. Robin. He was the one who blew up the building." Damian stops him. "I remember. I was stopping Scarecrow from releasing his fear toxin all over the city. The perimeter appeared to be clear and Roundhouse interrupts him. "And it wasn't! And Claire died because of you. All because of you. When I was asked to be a part of the superhero team, I didn't know the person running it would be you. After finding out about the secret prison, I knew exactly the type of person that Robin was. You've been locking up people forever and playing God by using Jin to rewrite their brains. That's not what heroes do. That's what bad guys do, Robin." Damian stops him. "You have to listen. We tried everything, imprisoning them and worse. What we do works." And Roundhouse tells him, "No, you were trained to kill, not save lives." Waiting for Damian to respond, Crush speaks up. "You know, Roundhouse has a point. My pops deserved what he got, but there's got to be a better way than this. But for us to do that, Roundhouse, you have to make things right by giving Jin her ring back. Please." Kid Flash tells him, "Just look at you. This isn't you. You're one of the good guys, you remember? We can do it. Together." Roundhouse hesitates for a moment as he looks at Jin's ring, and just as he goes to say something, Damian tells him, "We can find a solution together, and I can forgive you." Roundhouse glares at him. "What? What did you just say?" Damian tells him, "You're obviously under a lot of stress and you're reacting from an emotional place. Let's work this out, and I can forgive you for doing this." Roundhouse screams at him, "No! You don't get to forgive! You're the one who destroyed everything! Everyone else might be fooled, but I'm not. Claire was a good person. She could have cured cancer if given the chance. So now, I'm gonna take someone away from you. Jin, get back in your ring. Forever. Jin screams as her body is absorbed into the ring, and then there's nothing. Roundhouse looks at the ring quietly. Oh God. I didn't mean to. I was mad. I didn't mean. As rage takes over, Crush stands up, ripping the chains out of the wall, shouting, "I'm gonna kill you for what you did!" Roundhouse falls to his knees. I can get her back. Just give me a second. Crush swings her chain with the part of the wall still attached to it at Roundhouse, asking, "Do you think you're a hero?" And Roundhouse tries to tell her, "I'm sorry," and Crush punches him in the face, breaking his goggles. Kid Flash and Red Arrow try to grab a hold of Crush, but she rips apart Roundhouse's costume, shouting, "I'm gonna kill you all!" And then Crush stops. Crush begins to hear a faint sound as she turns to walk away, and as everyone rushes to check on Roundhouse, Red Arrow follows Crush, telling her to wait. Once they get to the top of Mercy Hall, Crush jumps halfway across the city, and that's when everyone sees it. The Doom Sigil, lighting up the sky with its green glow. Crush lands, asking what happened to her. Why is she kneeling? And Lobo tells her, "Luther said there'd be some kind of weird mind control going on here. But what do you know, kid? It worked. It's you and me now, girly, and we're about to have a blast." Soon everything fades to black as Crush falls into a dark abyss. She asks if anyone's there, and Lobo leans back in his recliner, stating, "Oh, your friends ain't here. We're in your mind, and right now, you're playing for the main man's team, and they better get used to it." Crush struggles, telling him, "You must be out of your mind. There's no way that I'd work for you." And Lobo laughs, "You're fragging growing on me, kid. Keep it up and I might not kill you." Crush lunges, shouting, "We've already wiped the floor with you once, and I sure as hell could do it again." Lobo dodges the attack, telling her, "You don't really have a choice in the matter. Lex made sure of that with his gift. The DNA that we share makes it so that I can control you. You know, the way it should be. So sit back and enjoy the show, kid." He takes a puff from his cigar and then blows the smoke in Crush's face, knocking her out again. As time passes, she finds herself on the throgs of Neck Bridge, asking to please stop this. Crush punches into a person, launching them across the highway and into a nearby truck. She then looks at the aqua-colored blood on her hand, and Lobo asks, "Do you see it now?" The human mask falls off as the alien gets up, stating that his people are here on a peaceful mission. There is no need for violence. Lobo walks up laughing. "This guy's a real snooze fest, huh? Hard to believe someone paid money to see this loser dead. Speaking of that, take him out, Crush." Crush tells him that she can't. There's no way that she'd never. Lobo pushes her forward, telling her, "There's a first time for everything. Now go on, you can do it." She reaches down to drag the alien closer, and as she lifts her foot up, it's a loud crunch. "You become a girl after my own heart. Gonna make me cry. Now, let's get those little pals of yours." Back over at Mercy Hall, the home of the Teen Titans, Roundhouse lays chained up, stating that he wishes he could take it all back. He really does. And Kid Flash stares at him, telling him, "Well, you can't. And we haven't had any luck of getting her back out. Either she's trapped in there or she doesn't want to come back out. What were you thinking, man?" Roundhouse yells, "I wasn't thinking. I was just so angry at Robin. I just wanted to hurt him." At that moment, Red Arrow comes in and Kid Flash tells her how she's late. She asks him how he's doing, and Kid Flash says, "Well, some spooky symbol appeared in the sky, Crush is still missing, and we can't get Jin out of her ring, and my powers are freaking out. Oh, and my best friend betrayed us. Yeah, I'm doing fine." As Red Arrow leans on the wall and sharpens her arrowheads, Roundhouse says that they don't have to babysit him. It's not like he can really go anywhere with his suit all torn up. Is she even going to respond? Red Arrow passes her arrow on the whetstone again, stating that she's not sure what to say. He used Jin to throw her out of a window. Roundhouse says that he's still sorry about that. Taking her out early was super important to the plan. Even though she doesn't have any powers, she's the most dangerous member of the team. Just ask Deathstroke. Several minutes of silence pass and Roundhouse asks, "Do you still think about it?" Red Arrow stares for a moment and then tells him no. Just then a notification goes off on Red Arrow's phone and she says that it looks like they found Crush. Roundhouse yells that he can help, please, so Red Arrow walks out, telling him that he's not going anywhere. He's already done enough damage for one day. Later, back at Coney Island, Crush terrorizes the amusement park while Lobo kicks back and enjoys a few beers. She mentally yells for him to get out of her head, but Lobo tells her, "Nah, you still need to drop the hammer on your friends." Just then, Damian, Kid Flash, and Red Arrow appear and shout for her to stop. They all know that she is upset about what happened to Jin. Crush lifts up a bumper car above her head, and as she screams in her mind not to make her do it, Lobo tells her, "Take him out." She throws the car, struggling to tell them to run. Kid Flash grabs Damian and Red Arrow, stating that he can't do this again. His powers are out of control. It's not safe. As Crush goes to grab another bumper car, Red Arrow takes aim, releasing an explosive arrow, dropping the car on Crush. The team slowly moves in, but as they get close, Crush bursts out, knocking everyone to the ground. Red Arrow reaches for her bow, but before she can grab it, Crush steps on her hand and knees her in the face. Damian leaps in, stating that she's gonna pay for that. However, Crush spins back, catching him by his neck. She squeezes down on Damian's throat, and he gasps for air, asking, "Why?" And then Lobo walks in, explaining, "It's because I need to get paid. And I owe you for last time." Crush lightly releases her grip and then pulls Damian in, headbutting him. And as he blacks out, they all awaken later in an unknown location, with Lobo and Crush walking through a castle and a voice telling them that they're late. Lobo says, "Yeah, unexpected complications. The main man always delivers. Speaking of, what's the deal with them?" The voice asks, "What's the deal? Before there was light, there was only darkness, and in the darkness there were things that went bump in the night. Things that fed on the fears of men and haunted their dreams. Some said it was the devil, others said the boogeyman, but rest assured, it was the other." And that concludes issue 36. Now, let's get you caught up real fast. This has been an ongoing story since about issue 20, which is why we're not doing it as a giant story yet. We're still doing it in broken parts, even though we have shifted the focus of the channel to be more direct focus. Here's an entire story. If you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, we're gonna do the next part next week. Part of what I'm trying to do right now is complete all of these storylines that got left hanging so that we can move on to some new stuff. This happens occasionally on the channel, and for those of you who have stuck it out, you get a big reward, because all your stories are gonna complete very soon. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscription button with a bell, and check back next Friday for the next chapter of Teen Titans. It'll be on Friday or Saturday, it'll be one of those 2 days, but it will be a weekend release, and I hope you guys are excited for that. Thank you, and I'll see you later.